CBS 19 is a proud partner of the Caldwell Zoo, and at the zoo they prioritize animals' health and hygiene. I recently got a chance to go behind the scenes to learn a little bit more about the training that goes into keeping giraffes healthy. Take a look. Well, just like all of us, animals need their nails trimmed too, or in a giraffe's case, their hooves trimmed. We're here at the Caldwell Zoo with Nyla the giraffe, who's getting ready for her spa day. Today we're joined by Paul Swin, the brand director here at the zoo, to talk about these gentle giants. Paul, can you tell me what's going on with Nyla today?
Absolutely. So this is really great training. So what it is the keepers are working with this giraffe to present their hooves so they can check them and make sure they're healthy.
So we're not actually trimming hoofs today, we're just training to trim hoofs.
Exactly. It's going to take a long time, a lot of repetition, because this is new to the giraffe and they have to present it. There's a lot of commands, they have to feel comfortable. So they're working on getting the animal comfortable and presenting the hooves so they can check it. And eventually to trim it.
That makes sense. And how long does it take altogether to train a giraffe?
Well, they're a bit like us. They're individuals. Some are shy, some are more adventurous. Safe to say it's going to take months.
Months to years?
On some of the animals, it may take years. It really might.
That makes sense. I mean, giraffes are just like us. They're all different. And we've been hearing some just like clicks or snapping sounds in the background. What is that?
So that is a tool that the keepers use to let the animal know that that's the action they're looking for. So they're presenting things and they're asking the giraffe to do that action. When they do it, they get a click and they get a treat.
And what are we giving Nyla as her treat today?
Well, Nyla is really fond of carrots and sweet potatoes.
Hey, she's got good taste. I am too. And how often does she need to get her hooves trimmed?
Well, that depends. It depends on how they naturally wear. So in the wild, they might be walking on really hard ground that'll naturally wear them down. Here, their barn has a substrate that's made for their feet to help that. But what the keepers want to do is they want to check regularly and make sure they're healthy, and if they need a trim, to be able to trim them.
That makes sense. And how often do they try to check for how healthy their hooves are?
Well, they're going to, as this training goes, they're going to check very often because the repetition is what makes the animal comfortable with the whole thing. So the idea is that every giraffe will go through this training regularly to keep it fresh in their memory.
That makes sense, just like giraffe boot camp.
That's a good way. All
right, well, if you want to come see Nyla in person, she'll have nice, clean, sparkly hooves. Come on down to the Caldwell Zoo.
Super cool there. Now, we often see the giraffes at the Caldwell Zoo on our Caldwell Zoo camera, but how cool was it to be so close to them?
It was so cool. I cannot tell you how big they are in person. Like, you think you know how tall a giraffe is, but oh my gosh, when you're standing near them, so tall. I've never felt so short in my life.
Right. What was the most interesting thing you learned from that day?
Oh, what I thought was so interesting was how they train them. They use these little clicks, and that's actually a training technique that is used with dogs and cats as well.
Yes.
So it helps them. Essentially, it works as like a good boy or a good girl.
Love that. And Nyla got her carrots and sweet potatoes, so she was doing a good job.
Hey, she deserved them.
Yes. Well, if people are heading to the Caldwell Zoo today, it's going to be a pretty chilly day, so definitely wear a jacket.
Exactly. You want to dress in layers.